We're here to talk about tire sealant and more specifically how long the sealant lasts and how to replenish it inside of your tire. Stand sealant is the sealant we use here in the shop. We've had the most consistent results with it. This sealant is a liquid. It's primarily water-based, and this sealant will evaporate over time. A little bit of air transfer through the sidewall of the tire. There's a little bit of porousness there, and as that sealant dries out, we need to replenish it. Also, if you were to hit a little pin prick or a tack, anything along those lines, you might lose some sealant. That's another time that you would want to replenish the sealant. General rule of thumb is every 3 months. We do find that when the bike is sitting, the sealant is actually drying up a little bit faster. So as you're riding the bike, that sealant is kind of sloshing around in there. It's creating a nice seal around the entirety of the tire, which prevents that evaporation process. When the bike's in storage or just sitting, all of that sealant's pooling at the bottom, and that moisture can evaporate through the top of the tire. As that sealant dries up, it leaves behind the latex residue, which is less effective at plugging the holes. So all we need to do is just get a little more sealant inside that tire. It's quite easy. We have all the tools we need here. Got the bottle of sealant, we have our applicator bottle, and we have our valve core remover. So generally speaking, we're doing this process because we're noticing that our tire isn't holding air as well as it normally is. This valve core remover is just gonna fit right over the end of this valve, and all you're gonna do is unscrew the valve core. Some air is gonna escape, it's not a huge deal. And you just wanna hold on to that valve core as it comes out. So depending on how much volume your tire has, a bigger tire is gonna require more sealant. There is a chart on the back of this bottle that will tell you how much sealant you need. General application is usually 2 ounces, which is one of these small bottles. So to transfer the fluid between these two bottles, I'll show you a trick. If you just take the tip of this, put it right in the cap, you can just transfer the fluid just like this with no mess. On this tire, we're gonna put 2 ounces in, and now that it's nice and full, all we need to do is find the valve. I like to make sure this is not at the bottom so that the sealant has somewhere to go once you're putting it in. And basically, we're just gonna take this, put the tip on, and just squeeze the sealant right in. Now that we got the sealant there, the last step is to just put the valve core back in. Like I said, it's quite simple. So this just fits in the tool, right up in there, and we just wanna snug it up. Doesn't have to be too tight, just finger tight is good. And then it's always a good step to just make sure that this lock ring on the valve is nice and tight, which this one is. So we're all set. All right, I'm Levi. I'm excited to get more of this type of content rolling as we come into the busy season here. If you're looking to see more of it, just like and subscribe and keep an eye out.